My name is Shelley Brownlee. I'm a first-year Tribunal judge and I sit in the Health, Education and Social Care Chamber. I think dealing with why it's important, it's a sort of necessary prompt every year in the diary to take some time out, to reflect and to think about and remember the people that faced indescribable challenges in living their lives as they wanted to live their lives in times gone by. And it's an opportunity then to celebrate how far people have come, the progress we've made more generally as a society, but also I think never to forget that for a huge amount of people who live in the UK and in other countries around the world, they just don't have the opportunity to live their lives fully and to feel celebrated and like they belong to something in wider society. And then I think for me personally, what I really love about Pride is that it is also a celebration. I have to say I went to Pride last year in London. It was an incredibly emotional, moving experience because it's an opportunity for all sorts of different people to celebrate exactly what makes them tick, including, really importantly, how they identify their sexuality. I think that's so important. So I would say that it has changed in terms of not being viewed perhaps with unease or with a level of concern or perhaps even suspicion, which actually historically and in many ways not that long ago was a perception held within, I think, the judiciary of people who were LGBTQ+. And I also think a big part of that has been that, you know, there are now bits of data collected. Judges are invited to be open about their sexuality, their sexual identity. The very fact that it's being acknowledged as an important strand of what makes a person is really good news. So I think I'm going to not completely answer this question, because I think for me, what I think is impressive is the first generation of judges who came along after the exclusion. There was, I think, not that long ago, up until 1991, there was an exclusion on judges being appointed if they were unmarried. And of course, that meant that for huge numbers of LGBT, in fact all, probably LGBTQ+ judges, they felt that exclusionary rule was in place for them and it was inhibiting their ability to progress and to be representative of the society that we are serving. And I think the first generation of judges who came along, LGBTQ+ judges who spoke openly about their sexuality after that prohibition was lifted, that's people who I find really quite inspiring and a group of judges who I think should not be forgotten. So I would say, this is going to sound like such a boring answer, but you've just got to go for it. The reality of being appointed to be a judge is you're appointed on merit. And what I found in my own personal experience is that I joined a community of judges in my chamber who were and who are supportive, inclusive and welcoming and warm.